Hey everyone. Um, 2 days left. Don't cry yet. Get naked instead. I'm Travis Terrell. Welcome to We Are Live. Do I look like a Jedi?
No.
Damn it. Oh, I was going for the Jedi look today.
Chris Sim and Travis Terrell. It's We Are Live. That's right. One of two shows left with this little crew we've cobbled together of misfits,
Oh, boy.
bandits, and the like.
Oh, here we go.
I prepared a 47-minute speech to get us through the morning. Good morning. Happy to be here. Thanks to Tech Electronics for all the love in the studio here. Travis is here. We're also joined by the short-haired, soon-to-be doorman, Christopher Gardner.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Guardsy.
Do you get a cool title or anything with doorman? Doorman? Just doorman
And
Chris?
all you need to know is the doorman.
Cometh.
The doorman come knocking.
Oh. Why would the doorman knock?
Is that to let someone know their appointments come to the building?
Yes, their appointment.
What's your policy on
Oh, my.
prostitutes?
Wait, what?
Well,
What
as
about them?
You're a doorman.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is that a
Do I-
hush-hush? Do you alert the
Oh.
wife that when she's gone?
I keep to myself because you get tipped around the holidays.
Right. I wouldn't
You're
wait.
already counting on that.
I wouldn't wait till the holidays either. I would. If there is some action, whether it's the prostitution or mistress type, I think you need to lean into that. That's how you really make the big bucks.
Is it?
Yeah.
In your extensive years of doormanning, is that how you
my
made your
my
fortune?
extensive years of having friends who are hound dogs. It's a great way to
Now-
blackmail them.
Drug dealers?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. You'll be welcome.
Huh.
It's whatever the residents want.
Aww. What's the official? What's like? I feel like there's an
You're a
official
player's
title.
doorman.
I feel like there's a title. You know how like
Yeah, that's what I was
titles
looking for.
are like it's not just doorman. It's like welcome associate or something.
Well, one of the ones I applied to it's labeled as a concierge.
Oh, so you need to know, and you're good with that because you know places to go, things to do around the Central West End and St. Louis metro area. So that's right
Let
up
me
your
tell
alley.
you about this little park bench
See,
in Forest Park.
how many
What kind
peop-
of park bench?
how many residents are you sending to the River de Pere?
Depends. Depends on what they ask me. And, well, it depends on what part of the River de Pere as well. Do you want to go to the buried part?
Oh boy,
You want to go into a tunnel with me?
oh boy,
With you. You give guided tours?
oh my.
That would be a goal.
Scooter.
Could be well, scooter tours was another option I was thinking for a job, in particular of the River de Pere. It'd be cool to get that scooter in the tunnels down below if you could. On those little walls.
Now we're talking side hustle. Look at you,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Entrepreneur.
I've had some other ideas for the side as well.
Scooter tours and doormanning
Mm-hmm.
and hanging out at Rosie's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there yesterday.
No, really?
Shocker.
Do you have a consecutive days streak?
I haven't even thought about that. I'm sure I've missed here recently. They were closed on
Days-
Christmas. They were
days
closed on Christmas.
Days that they were open,
That I don't know.
but it's possible.
It's possible.
Spanning months?
No, you know what? I was stayed at my parents' place one time recently.
Nights you slept in the Central West End.
Can't answer that question.
I'm
I don't know.
saying years.
No, I don't think it's that. It's
Okay.
just it would be hard to pin down when I hadn't been there. You know, there often.
Hmm.
And I hadn't really thought about it either. It's just part of my daily routine, part of the
That's fair.
process.
It's fair.
Load management.
I don't do load management.
You're just there. You don't limit your time there.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Just leave when I'm ready.
That could be my nickname so far in 2020.
What?
Since I haven't had sex. Load management. Huh? Up top. How about that?
That's pretty
Anybody?
good. I like that.
I can't even.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. Only 2 more days of that, my friend.
Yeah.
I may just wake up one morning, drive by your house while you're letting the dogs out, come up to you with the microphone, and for
Go.
a good old time's sake, yeah! And
See,
people,
there are no microphones in the wild, so I feel like you'll use
I
whatever
don't
you've
know
got
what
on
I'm gonna. You talk about the conversations I'm gonna have with myself over the next couple of months.
Oh,
Do you? I can't decide. Like, I believe you, Gardner, that you're going to end up some sort of doorman.
I'm trying.
I can't decide where Travis is headed.
People have asked me this, and people ask as if I have a say in the matter. It's like an actor who goes and auditions for a Marvel film, and people ask, "Hey, you're gonna be in that Marvel film?"
You think they do a lot of auditions?
They generally do, and then I go, "Well, I really don't have a say in it. It's completely up to them." That's the industry I've chosen, folks. I don't have a say in whether or not someone hires me when it comes to my amazing international screenwriting abilities.
Oh.
Who gets the first middle finger whenever you land that network job?
No one.
The collective? Just
No
Earth?
one gets a middle finger.
The white man.
I'm trying to
The
see.
white man. Good
I
catch.
know. I don't. 'Cause
Wes Anderson.
I don't have a ton of haters.
You always said for all my haters.
But you know what? They've disappeared over the years. So I don't have that many haters anymore. So I don't think I'll be middle fingering anybody.
Oh.
It came out kind of.
Oh.
We already knew
Well, I
that.
may be middle
Yeah,
fingering.
you already
It-
admitted that.
Well, it depends on my success. If I get up there in the biz, I'll be middle fingering a lot of people, if you know what I mean. Load management.
Oh. Yeah,
But no.
sometimes you just don't have an answer. You see where the world takes you.
See where the world takes you. That's what life is about, baby.
Is it?
I say
Could
the
be.
best plan is no plan at all.
That's not.
Is that not true?
That's not
That's not a
accurate.
thing. That's not a saying.
I highly
be. Feel like
recommend against it.
the best plan is none at all.
Plans and goals are overrated, Travis.
Look, man, I'm happy to just be out here enjoying life. My motto for 2020, Chris: more life, more life,
You came up with that in damn near March.
more life, baby. That's what it's all about.
God, if you died, it'd be ironic.
Don't you think?
Now, that doesn't mean life stops. That means my time on earth is ended. That doesn't mean my life is over.
What do you mean?
Jesus says it's over.
No. Jesus says the opposite, actually.
What's he say?
He's saying, there's more to this than what you see.
Okay, good luck with all that.
How about I'm going to take y'all word for it?
Whose word are you taking?
I'm going to take Jesus.
Is this Euro Jesus or?
No, this the black one.
Why don't you get into those Gnostic Gospels and then get
Here
back
we go.
to me?
Here we go. Here we go.
Jesus is a murderer.
Hey, man, just because when you go to church and you put your hand in the holy water, you go, in front of your damn parents, doesn't mean everyone else is like you. You
biggest-
heathen.
It's one of my-
Gardner just wants to make everyone a heathen like him.
It's one of my great joys in life. It's so simple.
It is so silly
But it
and
makes-
so ignorant. I feel for your parents and your family every time you do it.
Oh, my mom. I saw her yesterday.
Yeah,
on her
how was the birthday, by the way,
It
for
was-
Mom?
It was good. And I hung out with her for a little bit. And then we were talking election stuff. And I asked her, I'm like, who's Dad voting for? She's like, I don't know. She's like, I'm like, who are you voting for? She's like, I haven't decided yet. And she goes, I don't think it'll be Bernie, though. And she goes, who are you going to vote for? I go, Bernie. And she's like, but what? So I go, it's for another day. It's your birthday.
That's cute.
I think she was confused because she knew I went to a Bloomberg event yesterday.
How was the Bloomberg event?
It was fine. It wasn't a large get together.
Yeah, he getting the black Twitter. Whew.
I do have a theory on him in a way.
Yeah?
I could definitely tell they had a couple people talk. He's definitely honed in on one issue, and that's climate change.
Okay.
That's where his campaign's going if they're trying to get a certain message across,
Right.
it seems. And they had an activist from Labadie, Missouri, come in and talk, who actually gave a really good speech about just power plants in the St. Louis area and the effects they've had on the community in Labadie and what the problems are in other areas, and actually tied that into healthcare costs as well, which I thought was interesting.
Interesting.
To kind of cross that over, that intersection or whatever.
Right.
But I could definitely go see that's what they're going to focus on. And I know this. We are obviously aware of the racial issues he's having currently. And I wonder if it's something I criticize GOP people for.
Okay.
Well, probably not on this level because I think he's a smart person.
Sure.
So it's a little different. But he's so data driven and so analytically driven that, like the stop and frisk stuff, that he's looking at just numbers,
Right.
and he doesn't see the bigger picture
Right.
with it.
Right.
That he's so driven by numbers
Right.
and analytics, the data of everything, that's where he focuses on. But the thing that I would criticize GOP people for is like they look at just those surface numbers and
Right.
say, "Hey, this is all right. Here's the numbers. Here's what the data's saying. Fix this." When there are other numbers and other issues that create those problems as well
Right.
that you don't get to, and I think that's an issue he has.
Right.
So in a way, I like that he's data driven,
Mm-hmm.
but also I think it hinders him in some way in some of his thinking. Because he doesn't take it to the next level with certain issues,
Right.
where other issues he does. What does that mean? I don't know. But that's just an observation, a possible theory of
Right.
mine that I was.
That's
But
a-
I like that. I mean, their climate change stuff seems very interesting. And it's
Right.
not only that, it's just, hey, we got to fix something. It's like, here's how we do it to get to 8 years out. Here's what we do 10 years out.
Right.
Here's what we're trying to do by 2035. Like it's a plan that has some details to it, has
Right.
some meat to it. So if you like that, which I do, that's nice. But there's also other issues as well. So
I don't hate Bloomberg, but Bloomberg is why a lot of minorities are really frustrated with the current state of the DNC. It's because Kamala Harris gone, Cory Booker gone, and here's the guy who's the face of stop and frisk, one of the most discriminatory practices in modern history.
yeah,
And it's frustrating I'll say specifically for myself, I won't sit up here and do what I normally do and speak for an entire community. But for me, it's frustrating because I'm trying something new.
We can go out no other way.
We're trying something new. I figure we got 48 hours left. I should try something different, right?
his eyes widened like you.
I knew Chris would get a kick out of that one.
You do whatever you need to do.
But I think the frustration for me is that I think Bloomberg is a smart enough, capable guy to beat Trump, and I think that's kind of the priority for a lot of African Americans. We don't want to do it, though, at the expense of our own experiences. We shouldn't have to sacrifice what we know is fact just to go out and beat this guy who's a terrible president.
I can understand that.
And so that's the frustration. And that's kind of, and I understand that every candidate has flaws. Even the candidate I wish to support, Elizabeth Warren, has flaws. So I'm not looking for a candidate that hits a home run out of the ballpark with the African-American community. I'm looking for a candidate that just simply understands and has a plan for fixing it. And I will admit, Bernie and Elizabeth Warren have been consistent about how they would go about in addressing some of the things that Mike Bloomberg was essentially created during his time as mayor of New York. So.
Like I often say, I don't have your perspective, but I can understand it being frustrating when they're running a candidate out there with those issues, with that background, knowing that, hey, the DNC is asking for your vote, and they need your vote to win.
Yeah.
You're part of the base. And then also asking for you to put aside some of these issues.
And then
I can't.
Right.
Trying to put myself in
that's a
that
big
situation would be like, again?
Again, yes. And that's what it kind of does feel like. It feels like so.
I don't know that feeling, but I can understand that being like, come on, motherfucker.
Right. Blacks were willing, like, and if you look back on it now, Barack Obama wasn't as far left as people wanted him to be, as people wished for him to be. And so a lot of blacks were willing to, we got him in there. Well, we're willing to work with the system. And then Hillary comes around, and Hillary also is like an Obama 2.0, a little bit more moderate, some would even say. And so blacks again were like, all right, whatever we got to do, here we go again. And now here we are again 4 years later, and you're telling us, you guys kind of got to look past that. And we're just like, no, we do this every election cycle. Somebody should put a candidate in front of us that's like actually speaking our issues, especially since you need our vote badly to win this election.
Yeah.
So
I have a question. And I don't even know if it's a possibility or if it's been brought up, because I don't know. Is Michelle Obama a possible vice presidential candidate?
no. No way Michelle Obama runs for office. Michelle Obama, she's, Chris, I know you're a big follower of Oprah. Oprah's been doing this tour where she'll.
Each your own. It always turns out well.
Oprah was doing her national tour, and she had, I think,
After
Michelle
she
Obama.
put out that mixtape. Coming to Chaffetz this spring.
Oprah been selling out.
Get you a
stadiums.
stead.
But no, she made it very
Man.
clear during this interview with Oprah that they're now empty nesters. Kids are off to college. This is the first time in a long time where it's just been her and her husband. They're scaling back work to work on his library and, of course, her foundation. And recently her
Netflix
book,
money.
and that Netflix money, which is nice. So I think they have too much freedom. I think they're really happy to be out of the public eye.
Okay, I was curious.
So now, I don't know way, and only way I see Michelle Obama entering back into the quote unquote political fray, if for whatever reason, if the Democrats win the presidency, her name could come up for maybe Supreme Court justice, or I don't know if she'll do. I don't think she'll do Secretary of State, but I feel like she could be an ambassador, like maybe an ambassador to Britain, ambassador to the UN, maybe something like that down the line. But I don't see her running for office anytime soon. She's not kissing babies, shaking hands again. I don't think she'll ever go through that again. Because she talks about in depthly about how that was. She even talked about in the Oprah interview, her and Barack doing therapy. I was like, wow, that's pretty open about you and the President of the United States during his time as president going through therapy. So I thought that was pretty telling.
I think he gave away a whole bunch of secrets. And
Man, there's some therapist that the CIA watches every day.
That's the other part that I didn't think about the other day. So if for whatever reason he doesn't set up a coup and he does quietly go out, should he lose in November, are we trusting that Donald Trump is going to maintain every secret that he has learned while he was in the White House? Because I feel like once
but
it's
you gotta think like whatever he says is going to be a subset of actual information that they're like, listen, even Snow Bunny George W. was allowed to know this part of the info. We deemed you only get this little slice.
yeah, they're not telling him everything.
he's going to still get the intelligence reports.
Yeah, I don't know that they're telling him everything.
Which, by the way, if you're
shouldn't.
If you're the Democratic candidate, you kind of roll that back, right? As soon as you get in, you go to the NSA and the CIA and go, yeah, he doesn't get all the briefings.
Yeah.
We'll send him something in color. Send him something that,
Send him some
pop-up
pictures.
book, some pictures.
He likes pictures.
Yeah, he likes pictures. I think that's how it's going to work.
What did you send him a map of? It was actually just a close-up of somebody's scrotum. Told him it was Iraq.
Speaking of scrotums, boys and girls,
Oh, no.
we have an amazing guest next hour.
This is big news.
Why are you saying scrotum?
Yeah.
And you didn't give me your psh.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Because that's what his penis sounds like these days.
We're used to.
It used to. Sean is joining us live in studio.
Yeah. Sean, as you said,
so nervous.
right before. I am too.
So
I feel as though I need to protect this man
yeah.
from the world. He's like the Holy Grail. And yeah, I feel like I'm the protector of it.
Okay.
And
We're going to need holy water.
yeah. So we have a lot. I mean, we can go a number of ways with Sean.
Can he come
man.
up 3 flights? Can he even in the elevator? Is that too high for him?
Yeah, he's good. He's
He's
all
good
right.
with heights?
He's got some good calves.
Okay.
He just can't feel his feet.
Okay.
I mean, but we can ask about a number of stories that we've heard on
What
the
are
show.
some that you highlighted yesterday?
In a tweet, I highlighted the meth in New Mexico. I didn't even mention the farting out of his penis. Living in the Wayside Motel along Watson.
Shout out to Buck Swope for sending a good photo of
Yeah.
the Wayside Motel on Twitter.
The Wayside Motel. I can't even remember what else. His wife getting stuck in the elevator and him leaving her at that point as we went on a road trip. Those are just a couple things. You got to remember, Sean's revealed quite a bit on this show.
He's been the voice of a nation and Dogs on Film.
Dogs on Film, yeah.
But to have him in studio for a full hour?
Yeah, that's what I told him.
You didn't even pull the veteran producer move where you tell him 8:30. Oh boy.
I figure we'll call him here in a minute, maybe live on air, and just check in, see if
Okay.
he's up. I told him we had some vodka here, and he's like, "I'll make my own at home. I got some."
Okay, there you go.
So,
He doesn't trust our vodka.
well, he's a process guy too. Um,
Do you
I
guys
don't-
find each other?
huh?
Is that how you found each other? Your processes
Oh
crossed?
no, he was just walking down the street whistling. Actually, I
Okay.
found him because he was bartending at 34 Club, R.I.P.
Was he whistling or was that his?
Think
No.
about that.
He's a whistler. Because we did call him Pierre.
He does. He remembers us, right?
No.
I'm
Sorta.
sure he will.
He will eventually, maybe.
Yeah, it might take a minute.
Okay.
I showed him some clips about a month ago.
Okay.
I showed him Tommy's
That's right. That's Tommy. Is
Make
his
a Wish thing.
long lost daughter, Tommy.
He's like, my buddy Tommy. That's what he always. My friend Tommy.
Oh, Thomas.
Well, we're excited to have Sean in, and I think it's about damn time.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him about his car. How he got the window fixed. Then a week later, the back window got shot out.
Shot out?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
while he was at work.
Was it like a shootout in the area?
No, he was downtown, and there was some gunfire, and
And-
they got his back window.
Jesus.
So he's once again got just a plastic bag that covers the
Oh,
window.
no.
It's been like that forever. And then he got it fixed to get it to pass inspection, and then a week later, the window gets shot out.
Oh no.
But that's his life. I mean, he's got a tumor in his head. It's calcified over, so they just leave it. We were wondering though, like if they took it out, like what if it's putting pressure on somewhere in his brain, and they took it out, and he's like a fucking genius.
That's what. Now that would be. Now that would be fascinating.
And then the question is, do we have them put it back in?
Hmm.
Because then we wouldn't want to be with him anymore.
Yeah, he
anyway.
would be. He would.
You think they could work out some kind of toggle where he can't control it?
That would be good.
Like there's a
like
keeper?
A switch.
It's like, hey, listen, you're going to get
A
these
clapper?
powers, right, but you have to sign this sheet that says an unknown person gets to control when
Yeah.
and when you turn that on for forces of good.
Yeah. When we need you.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, he's an instrument of good.
Right, and he'll just ferment in the booze.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We have a plan.
Possibility.
Speaking of instruments of good.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, we may have an update. He must have heard our name.
Let's why don't we call him on the air real quick?
Oh no.
Let's see if he answers.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure he's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a alarm. I'm like, well, that's not good enough.
That's it. So Gardner's gonna check in on Sean.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
this
making the
is-
phone call right now. Hopefully Sean isn't
Oh, that's a
doing
long
it.
ring.
That is a long ring. That was like 14 seconds.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Let's see here. He was out of minutes the other day.
Hello?
Hey, Sean.
Yes?
It's Chris Gardner.
Yes, yes.
I was just making sure you're up and at 'em.
Yes,
Are you okay?
yes,
Are you tired?
yes.
Okay. Well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Sean
All right.
from Rosie's.
That's outstanding.
All right. So he's awake
That's outstanding.
and he's tired.
Just want to remind everyone, Greg Fitzsimmons was on last Friday.
Yeah.
He's been on Howard Stern.
Overrated.
Stern
Stern.
hasn't had Sean.
Yeah. Stern would love Sean.
Whack pack.
Yeah.
This story has been on our rundown for
You don't
a
have to
little
go to
bit.
the rundown if you don't want to.
No, but I want to go to the story because I read some of the letter the school sent out about this incident at Parkway
oh,
South.
okay. Parkway.
s-
You went to a Parkway, didn't
I
you?
did. I went
which
to
year?
I went to Parkway Central.
Okay.
Then of course I coached briefly at Parkway North. A Parkway South student, for those who are not familiar with the St. Louis area, this is of the suburbs in the St. Louis County area. A Parkway South student is facing a 10-day suspension after posting a flyer he says was intended as a joke to discourage other students from vaping. I remember this poster I saw. It was a fake anti-vape poster. In reality, it was an anti-vaping poster, but not a real message. So I decided, I'll replicate that and put it in the bathroom. The flyer read, "Pleasuring yourself with vape? Try masturbation instead. Masturbation alone or with a friend is a safe alternative to vaping."
I mean, he's not wrong, right?
He isn't wrong in that statement. He used Photoshop, added the Parkway symbol at the bottom, and posted 2 flyers in the men's bathroom. 2 days later, I get called into the office, and they tell me I've been suspended. The picture has been shared hundreds of times on social media. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I wasn't trying to do anything wrong. I was just being a stupid kid. Dylan's dad calls it a harmless joke. I think the penalty is a little bit harsh, for what he's done. Not only was he suspended, he was removed from the cast of the play. The play was to take place this week. And now he says their stage manager has to go on stage with their script. He said he could also be kicked off the improv team.
Uh-oh.
Other children have done things I think are worse, have been penalized less, so I think it's unfair in that sense. The letter is what gets me, because I didn't think a letter was necessary, but here we have it. This is from the principal at Parkway South, sent out last Thursday. I wanted to make you aware of an incident that occurred at school earlier this week, as I have heard from some parents regarding student behavior and discipline. A student posted a flyer in the school bathroom that included reference to a sexual act and vaping. The flyer appeared as though the school and district had approved and endorsed the message. This flyer was intended to falsely impersonate the school and district and has caused a disruption to the school environment. It was also widely shared beyond the school on social media and with local reporters and news media, which has elevated the disruption to our school and district community. I'll just cut to the bottom. Situations like this are unfortunate and difficult for all of us and relate our core values of... Oh, I haven't seen this part. Did you see the core values?
Oh.
Grit, responsibility, integrity, courage, and empathy.
Grit?
Grit. It says grit.
Can't. That's a Cocktober thing.
As we partner together, please take the time to review with your child the broad impact that their choices may have on themselves and others. Thank you for your understanding, and please reach out to me with any questions. Sincerely, Dr. at H8, I don't know, AITCH. Hatch. Is it H?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll let you on that one.
So, yeah. Now, you Chris, you were a ragamuffin in high school.
No.
You were a miscreant.
Not really. It's kind of a puss.
Was a letter necessary?
No, but nothing is. And
Yeah.
if that's
you're
what
right.
if that's what it is and that's what we're going to get mad about, come on, man. Give him
10 days is excessive.
No, that's
in schools-
insane. No,
in-
I'm saying come on, man, to the school.
Right.
That's- Pardon me. Let me make myself clear. That's insane.
Right.
Insane.
I thought I had read
You
somewhere.
yell at the kid. You make
2
him
weeks? T misses 2 weeks of school for that?
I thought that I read somewhere that the issue they had with it was the mentioning of masturbating with a friend, and I'm like, well, that's their decision still.
I get the
Here's-
punishment because he put the school logo on there. So I get that. But that's like an in-school suspension 3 days tops.
That's help the janitor for a week.
Yeah.
That's
I
not.
wouldn't even do the help the janitor, just be like, in-school suspension 3 days. Do it again or do something stupid like this again. We will kick you off the improv team. But to take him off the play 2 weeks and potentially kick him off the improv team, let's relax.
This is an administrator making this personal. Or something.
But then again, I was thinking that too. But however, working out and going to school there in the Parkway School District area, there are a lot of parents who are,
demand it?
there are
That's
a
so
lot of
stupid.
parents who are very uber sensitive
To anything.
about this shit. Why? I could not tell you, but this type of shit,
You think they're sensitive about masturbation?
they're sensitive about
I give 'em-
anything that their child could be
Yeah.
offended by.
I don't know. I give them. You don't do that. That doesn't fix anything. It doesn't help anyone.
2 weeks is just absolutely over the fucking top. Kids don't get 2 weeks for
But
fights.
But then he even said it in his thing. Well, then you make him do the kid thing. It's like, well, that doesn't. It's like, because you don't. You're not consistent in what you do.
Right.
So do something where you pull him aside. He's like, listen, fuckface. If you do this again, it's gonna be lights out. For now, you have to go clean the freaking football field after a football game or a basketball game this year after a basketball game for the next 4 games, or you can get 10 days outside suspension. Which is it? And then they do that, and he doesn't do it again, and then you have a little smirk because you laugh because the kid's obviously an improv and comes to school and isn't skipping, and he did something dumb. And if he does it again, you've already got a relationship with him, and you can punish him then. Get out of here. That's so stupid.
It's
10
just
days.
nothing he said was wrong on this
It was
that
funny.
I can tell.
At least it was funny. This is way funnier than the Ari Shafir shit. Like, I think if you're going, I don't know. I would have judged it at least on the content first and
Thinking of
foremost.
vaping?
Yeah.
Ruin your career with a Twitter video instead.
You say you would have judged on the content
Yeah,
first?
they judge on the
No,
content.
I
I'm
can
like,
appreciate that.
Pretty good joke. I
Yeah.
like that.
Was it funny?
Right?
It's funny.
Did he
So
say
I
the,
can't-
did he
what-
say the N word appropriately?
Okay.
These are things you have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
But no, 10 days is just absolutely over the fucking top. Are you serious?
Trying to remember if I ever got 10 days or not.
10 days?
No one gets
Damn.
10 days.
10
Fighting,
days? Who gets 2 weeks for
fighting didn't
for
get you 10
and it was
days.
in 2 bathrooms? It wasn't even posted like multiple times in the locker rooms. It wasn't even posted in the women's locker room. Like, it's just like it was 2 bathrooms, and I imagine 8 students saw it.
I think I got 5 days in school. Is the
Really?
longest I got. Yeah.
For what?
I mouthed off to an assistant
Well, how did we
principal.
not see that coming? How did we not see that coming?
A few F-bombs might have
Yeah, I would imagine.
About
And you
what?
got 2 weeks for that?
been. Yeah, I can't even remember what it was about.
Were your tennis shorts too short? Did you feel like they were censoring you too much?
Why is your head doing this? I don't really remember what it might have been. You know what it was? I think a friend in one of my classes did something, and I got blamed for it. And I was like, "What's this deal?" And then I told her, I go, "It wasn't even me." She's like, "Well, who was it?" And then I tried not to rat a friend out, and then he turned it on me and started smirking at me. I'm like, "Oh, this is some bullshit."
Oh, wait. The teacher smirked at you?
No, my friend smirked because
Oh.
then he didn't take responsibility for it,
Whoa.
and then I still
okay.
got it, and I'm like, "Nope, we're done here now." And so the teacher still tried to blame me, and I'm like, "Nope." And I think I said some words, and I got sent to the office, and then the assistant principal tried to say something. I'm like, "No, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck this or whatever,"
That'll do it.
and that was 5 days in school, and I didn't even really do anything. I just cursed a
reacted
lot.
poorly.
Yeah.
Travis, did you make your way to the ISS room? I thought it was funny. The ISS.
We called it ZAP.
Yeah,
I never
what
did-
was
I
that?
never-
Zumwalt Alternative Education Program.
Our
Wow.
ISS teacher in middle school put a big sign that said Hotel California on his thing.
You can never leave.
Everybody thought it was so funny.
I'm trying to see how do they leap to out of school suspension? 2 weeks?
That's insane.
That's insane. So here's my
Honestly,
thing is,
I don't
and here's my
think-
thing from an educational standpoint. And obviously they're gonna say, teachers will send him assignments. He can go online and do his work.
No,
et
OS
cetera,
says
et
I didn't think
cetera.
you could make up your work.
No, you have to now. I think if 2 weeks, you have to. You can't have a kid miss 2 weeks
Look, it's been
and
a while
just have
for
him
me. I
be a
don't
while.
remember.
No, yeah, they have him. They send work home. But that's at the end of the day. Like, is it necessary to take him out of school for 2 weeks for that?
Well, maybe they know that the punishment that probably bothers them more than anything
Is not doing the play in the
the
improv.
play and the improv, and to
No.
get to that point, you had to do out of school to make it where I
Then-
don't know.
Then
maybe
I,
it's
I would even just, I mean, that's even better to have him come to school and unfortunately see his peers participate in the play. And
Okay.
I don't know. I just think.
I don't know,
2
I'm
weeks-
speculating,
and,
I'm
and
trying
here's
to
why
figure it
I'm
out
in
here.
my feelings on this. I think over punishment happens a lot when we get to high school, and then we turn around and we wonder why kids treat authority a particular way once they leave. And the reason is because of the heavy-handedness that often takes place in these high schools. And I think some things that often gets missed is the humanity. I just don't see why this particular act rose to 2 weeks of him being removed from the rest of the student body.
I don't know what their
So
protocol
I
is.
would like to get the understanding of the officials and administratives as to why they landed on. That's just.
Do you have Saturday detentions?
I did do Saturday's detention.
Yeah, those were
I did that a
rough.
lot, especially senior year.
4 hours or 8 hours?
Yeah, generally it was 4 hours for me.
Yeah.
It's because I had a little thing about being to school on time.
It was what?
It was I had trouble getting to school on time on senior year.
Oh, really? Like how late?
Like I wasn't that late. I'd be like,
Don't you think they should have punished you more? Maybe that would have.
they did punish me more. They gave my ass Saturday detention. You know how freaking annoying Saturday detention is?
We should have done
Why
that with
didn't it
him.
work? Yeah.
Yeah, we should have done.
You should
we
have
should-
to. You should have to
You
come
should
in
have
and record
Saturday
Molly.
detention?
You should have to come in and record Molly. Casually Molly podcast is your punishment.
You have to come in on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Why didn't we think of that?
Oop, I'm glad I let that one out the
Yeah,
bag.
a little late. Damn.
I always got the closest you could get because if you got
Because you had white privilege.
If you got any
It
sort
can't
of,
be white privilege if you're in Farmington.
That's a good point.
it's just all.
It's just,
Yeah.
It's privilege.
yeah,
No.
it's all equal there.
Right. It's like, did you shower yesterday? Like, are you a dirty kid?
It's a different kind of
Yeah.
privilege. so.
Are you?
It's not white privilege. I don't know what the privilege is, but it's not that.
Do you smell like fire? You don't get privilege. Then.
Bonfire privilege.
All right. Are you over the age of 10 riding the bus still? Yeah. You don't get that. Now, I would always get to the point of if you say another thing, you're going to go to the office and then done.
You'd say it.
No. Mm-mm. If you
You
got
wouldn't say
ISS, you.
Wait, hold on. You never said it?
Oh, I never got ISS.
Oh, you pussy. You want to be the main one sitting up
See,
here
I-
calling people cowards, but you go that far to the edge and then don't go all the way?
I'll tell you
Chris is
So
exactly.
you got a smart ass mouth, except when they say one more thing. Okay, sir.
Well, no,
Chris
I played
is-
basketball.
Chris has told us how he was as a kid.
I played basketball.
This isn't surprise. We talk about field trips. Oh, guys, I don't think we should be doing that.
Oh, man.
We've heard-
Oh, you little
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Boo.
We've heard Chris's story. We know that.
You
People-
never crossed the
people-
line, so a teacher told you, hey, man, say one more thing. And you was like, okay, sir.
Oh, no. The closest you would have got was like middle school. Me and a teacher would go at it pretty hard, but she was pretty famous for screaming at people and stuff. And I would just go with her. And then my coach was walking by, my 8th grade coach, who was the counselor too. And this is like Farmington people will do this. Like they'll go find your coach. Like they
Oh,
won't send you
okay.
to the office. They're
Okay,
like,
and that shit works.
oh my God.
Okay.
You ever run for like 4 miles because you're in trouble
Yeah.
with a coach screaming at you? You won't get ISS. No, and this is the best.
Yeah, ISS went to work. They'll threaten to take basketball away from him.
No, that's all they do. And then my coach was walking by. She goes, "Oh, you're dead." And I was like, "What?" Coach Arnold, get in here. And he's like, "What?" He's like walking over. He comes in. He looks at me, and I'm just like livid. And he sees her, and he's like, "What's going on here?" You know, it's like your player's got a horrible mouth and blah 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 and didn't do this. And I told him I was like, "I did that." He's like, "Shut up!" And he screams at me. I was like, "Oh man, I'm done." And he's like, "I'll take it from here." Takes me up to his office, and he comes out and he goes, "She's nuts. She is a pain in my ass." He goes, "Just stay in here. I'll go tell her you're in deep trouble. Don't repeat this." And I didn't repeat it until I was 35 years old.
Nice.
So, yeah,
That's privilege.
that's
is
privilege.
privilege.
Yeah.
Basketball privilege.
Somebody on second string wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, no.
That's a good point.
Good
That's-
point.
that's
That's a good
sta-
point. Now, that's how
that's
you, now
starter
that's how you lead a
privilege.
sports
That's
story.
Starter
privilege.
privilege.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
starter
Yeah.
privilege. I like that.
Yeah. But no bench players getting that.
No.
See, Gardner and I, I feel like our DNA
she was
is that
awful,
once we
though.
get to the edge and someone goes, say one more word,
One
Terrell or Gardner,
And,
and
then
we
you go one
one
more
more word.
Yeah.
yeah.
you can't like it's
Like,
Don't
Yeah.
don't push this button. Then why put the fucking sign there? Because you know what's gonna happen now.
why'd you make it so red and large?
And like yellow around it.
Right.
Push.
It look like how am I not gonna look how easy it is to put? I barely have to press against it. I can just breathe on it and it pushes itself. I have to push this button. It's there.
Yeah.
ISS was so classist. It's just nothing but kids with mohawks and cowboy hats. It's the bad kids from the.
Nothing pissed off. I tell you what, and I think I may have told you guys this, but nothing pisses off black parents on having to drive their kids to Saturday morning detention. Woo! Thank God I was driving then, which
I
is
got
why
one.
I also was always late.
They'd
to
rather you get in
class.
school.
I got
They
one.
would rather you get in
Yeah.
school. Shoot, I'm at work. At least I ain't got to get up on my
Give them 5
Saturday.
days of in school. Come on.
But
I
boy,
got one for you.
what's that?
Project graduation, right? You know
Okay.
what that is?
Oh yeah,
Is that your
definitely.
lock-in?
Yeah, lock
Yeah,
in.
well, you raise a bunch of money, and like none of us were even thinking about partying after grad. They're like, "Oh, we send you to a place so you don't go get drunk after graduation." I was like, "Okay, whatever." So of course we go to the St. Peter's Recplex. Big deal.
Hey, you said it right.
Hour and a half drive.
You didn't call it the Rexplex like some do. Even some out there, because
Oh,
that's
no.
where my lock-in was too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So they send us up there, and one of the guys we graduated with didn't show up, but it was paid for. So we just grabbed our friend Cedric and said to the parents,
Oh, come.
"This is Caleb. This is another guy." And somebody ratted him out at like 4 a.m. At the like he made it that far, and somebody ratted him out to like the parents that were there. And they were like, "Oh, you're in deep shit. We're calling your mom. She's going to have to come get you because you're not supposed to be on the bus." They called his mom at 4 a.m. It's like, hey, he stowed away. They thought she'd be mad. She's like, oh, that's funny. They're like, well, you have to come get him. They're like, where is he? St. Peter's. He's like, you're on your own. Told the people that they had to bring him back on the bus or whatever. But you should have seen the look on the mom's face when the other mom was like, not driving to St. Peter's to come get him.
I'm not dealing with
Good
that.
luck.
Just let him go. What were you most looking? Did you have a lock-in, Travis? Like
We
that?
did. I had fun at our lock-in. Our
Okay,
lock-in was
now-
phenomenal.
Lock-ins were awesome. Just a chance to play basketball.
Yeah, that's all we.
Okay,
we
that's
played-
what I was saying. What were you looking for? Like, what were you
Talking to
anticipating?
girls.
That was it.
Yeah.
Chris just hit the nail on the head.
Because it was the pool, right?
It was we had
Oh, there
we
was
had,
the
we had
pool.
everything. We had pool.
Because that's what I remember is like, hey, it's swimsuit time, and so there's the pool, and we like, hey, we get to.
I can't believe we had that much fun and that it was that organized and that I don't know. We just
If I
we-
had a bead of sweat on my forehead at that age and time and
You would've
shape I
freaked
was
out.
in, no, shirt came off.
Oh yeah.
So it was in a situation like that. It's like, woo, there's going to be a pool in 30 minutes. Better take off my shirt.
No. Lockouts were pretty cool.
Mix that in with a basketball court. Ooh, that's
No
trouble.
wonder you love Matthew McConaughey so much.
Just takes off shirt all the time. the freedom he holds with abs. Real quick, Tom Brown. This is great. In my senior year, teachers came to my Knowledge Bowl team coach asking her to remove me from the team because of my grades. Ready? She refused because I was the team captain. That's some weird privilege.
Yeah, that's
It is.
starter
too.
privilege.
Yeah,
starter
starter
privilege.
privilege. Yeah.
Captain privilege at that point.
True.
There was
Man,
a
I got a better starter privilege story too. We had a guy, it's a Division I prospect. It's like all state, averaged 20 plus a game. Straight up ripped a guy out of his house, like breaking and entering an assault.
in an adult's house.
Another student.
Okay. He goes into this student's house.
Two players were involved. One had gotten his ass kicked by the guy, months before. Then this was a revenge thing. Kicks in the guy's door, gets a hold of him. Should have been breaking and entering and like second degree, first degree assault.
Mm-hmm.
Just charges go away. And he gets suspended like 2 games of our Christmas tournament.
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Oh, that's just basically like a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
I'm gonna have to
There's,
go.
and there's still 3 games, I think, in a Christmas tournament. So he probably still got to play one of them.
And we went on at that time to have one of the best seasons.
What year was this?
Gardner's gonna call Misha.
I'm gonna call Misha
You're gonna vacate our.
and have
gonna
your
vacate
wins
your
vacated.
wins.
Your season
No,
vacated.
suspension was served.
No, I
that
don't
is
think it was
outstanding.
properly.
It was served.
It might
It
have
wasn't
been served.
properly administered.
I don't think it was properly administered.
2 games of a Christmas. And first of all, as a player, you're like, well, shit, I didn't want to play them
Sorry,
busted ass schools.
Farmington, those wins are now vacated.
I didn't want to play 2 days after Christmas anyway. Forget y'all. That's fine with me.
Yeah, so 3 games, right? So with the 3rd game, the championship game.
Right.
I think we would have been the 1 or 2 seed too. And
Yeah,
it's just,
okay.
yeah, it was one of those things.
That's funny. I just want to get to this story really quickly because we talked about it before.
Wins vacated.
We did this story before. Everyone remembers the Papa John's video, right? When our boy Papa John sat down, had an interview.
Yeah.
Looked
Oh,
like
that
he
was
was completely
scary.
plastered.
He looked like he was covered in the garlic butter.
It was like it was dripping from his head
Yeah.
and his forehead. It was just great. One of the best videos, by the way, we've seen in a long time. I guess he did an interview recently where he had to follow up on a statement that he had made in that infamous interview where he said he had eaten 40 pizzas in 30 days. He came back to the interview to correct the world. I didn't eat 40 pizzas in 30 days. I had 40 pizzas in 30 days. Former Papa John CEO John Schnatter.
I don't understand. What does that mean?
Exactly. This is where it gets interesting. So he tried to clarify his wild statement that implied that he ate more than 1 whole pie a day for a month and criticizing the giant pizza he once controlled. Back in November, he told a Louisville Fox affiliate that he had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days and concluded that Papa John's is not the same pizza since its ouster. But when he was confronted by that on the H3 podcast, he said he had not eaten. Well, I didn't say I had eaten 40 pizzas in 30 days. I said I had 40 pizzas in 30 days. The host pushed back, accusing Shatner of playing fast and loose with his pizza lingo.
Oh boy.
I still don't understand the difference is the problem.
He says, hold on. We're going to split hairs here. When I said I had a pizza, that means I ate it, Klein said. This is the host. Schnatter pulled out a picture of a pizza and said, had usually means he's inspecting a pie or eating just part of it. When I say I had a pizza, it means I'm inspecting it. I'm not eating every pizza. I may be eating parts of pizzas. Why did you need to have 40 of them, though, to just inspect?
If you have that many to inspect, it seems like you like it still.
And then not only that, what are you doing with the rest of the pizza once you order it? Because you're no longer part of Papa
like this.
John's. I know he's a millionaire, but yeah, I'm like, Chris, is that what he's doing? Is he just like, yeah? It's just a ceiling of
Passing
pizza.
it out to people.
Hey,
You know
I'm
what
gonna do it.
You know
'cause
what
you know what? I'm gonna do it because I love you, Gardner. Hey, y'all niggas want some pizza?
Thank you.
I'm allowed to
You
laugh.
are allowed to laugh.
I've checked on this. That was the meme
That was the me. Hey, y'all niggas want some pizza?
that I called you to ask if I could like it.
He sure did. I was like, why is Gardner calling me right now?
Hey, am I allowed to like this? It's pretty funny, but it's got the N-word in it. I don't want Black Twitter up my ass.
You know what? There are times where you have to look at your life and go, man, it's hard. It's tough out here. But then I remember, I ain't Papa John's. It could be worse. I had 40 pizzas. I didn't eat 40 pizzas. That's even worse. You freak.
don't
So you're
know.
ordering pizza just to eat half a sausage and throwing it away?
That's where like
You're,
This is shit. Give me another one.
You're a horrible person, Mr. Papa John's.
boy. Well,
How about going? The guy used to be a powerhouse food restaurant CEO. Like,
this is a problem with these guys is he could still just be a super rich guy, like, and no one would ever bother him.
that's the thing.
I
don't-
mean that.
Yeah.
Like he could just
in
go-
Louisville, nobody cares.
No,
Just go
they'd be
hide
like,
out
Thank
and-
you for hiring our son. You know, like whatever.
Guy's
He'd be-
going through a divorce. He done lost his company. People challenging his pizza knowledge. This will never happen to Mr. Emo.
I'm gonna agree with that. Hardcore.
Never happen to Mr. Emo.
Team Emo.
And it won't happen at Happiest Hour tonight. That's right. Sophie's right here in Grand Center, 3224
already.
Locust. It is. It's crazy, isn't it? Come out, see Brandon Taylor, Jimmy Day, and Kenny Kine. It's going to be a great show. We've got Jack Daniels specials. They present it. Schlafly specials. All kinds of fun to be had. Come out. I know it's cold, but it's warm. Get yourself a cocktail. Stick around. And we have a lovely dog from Stray Paws Rescue stopping by. I'm really excited about that. Let's get another dog adopted. See some free comedy. Bring your friends. Stay warm. It's going to be a blast. Come out tonight, 3224 Locust right here in Grand Center. And we'll announce more about it. But, yeah, lots to get to throughout the show today. We've got Sean coming in. We'll have some fun with him. Let's get Gardner some menthol. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Chris Denman, Travis Terrell, and joined live in studio by the Rosie's legend,
There he is.
Rosie.
Sean Brennan.
Sean's like, I'm
Local treasure, Sean Brennan. How are you, Sean?
Fantastic.
Oh. Sean has been the voice.
Miserable.
Or miserable. Okay. He's been the voice of Dogs on Film. You know him from Tales of the Bar from Chris Gardner. Gardner, what motivated you to bring in Sean live for the show?
Well, we're winding things down.
Sean's
and
confused.
I thought, well, why don't we get him in here and
9 o'clock
just
in the frickin' morning.
That's right.
chat a little bit? What's wrong?
9 o'clock in the freaking morning.
Talking to the mic. Talking.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you can curse. It's okay.
Sean, last time I saw you was a video, and you were celebrating your lovely father's wedding.
Oh.
So I wanted
I've
to
never
wish you a
even
congratulations. You were singing and dancing. I was like, Sean got a little J-Lo in him.
Well, no, we didn't get much time to rehearse because, you know, they were up in Chicago and I'm
Right.
right here and I don't have a computer.
Yeah,
or
that's a
or
problem.
fancy phone.
Yeah.
You have a tablet.
But it doesn't work anymore. I can't. Just don't know how, man.
Well,
Someday.
when you had a laptop, you used to say, "I can't get past lavender," and I didn't know what that meant.
What was that?
It was just the background.
The
on
background. Can't get past the background. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh,
In
Sean.
the
no.
library, I was so embarrassed I couldn't turn it on. Turn this thing out.
Now, Sean, where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm originally, I was born in Lenox Hill Hospital, 73rd and 3rd Avenue, Manhattan, New York.
Okay.
Ah,
We're from Woodside, but we're Woodside, Queens. Rockaway in the summers.
nice.
And then in 6th grade, we moved to Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I consider Chicago home.
That makes sense. And then you're here in St. Louis now, but you've spent some time in other places in between.
New Mexico ring a bell?
No, yeah, I don't remember New Mexico.
Don't remember New Mexico.
Years,
Those are the lost years.
the late 70s, the 80s.
The famous.
Now, is it true you cannot go back to the state of Mexico? There's a rumor I heard from a particular producer of ours.
New Mexico? No, more than welcome. to New
Old
Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah.
Old Mexico?
I've never been. I've been to Juarez. That's about it.
Oh,
Of course.
Why were
That's the
you in
only place
Juarez?
I've been to in Mexico.
Why were you in Juarez?
Well, because it was, because actually I saw on a billboard you could fly down there for like $25 from Albuquerque to El Paso.
Oh, nice.
It's a
El
cheaper
Paso
flight.
City
Nice.
by the Rio Grande.
Okay.
And I'd never been. You could get quarts of beer for like a quarter.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Now, see, you're.
Like 25 cents.
Can't beat that.
Look in a bar. And then they got guys walking around with, like, who's the guy? L. Ron Hubbard.
Uh-huh.
The metal. These guys just got radios, and they hand you a couple of metal pipes, and they keep for another quarter. They keep turning up the volume until like, kind of wakes you up.
Oh, that kind of party.
Woke you up.
Okay.
They were doing Scientology tests there?
No, they weren't Scientologists. They were just,
People shocking you?
25 cents. I shot the shit out of
It was
you.
just a radio transistor, like a little boom box, and turn up the volume until.
I like that.
Oh,
That
okay.
sounds like a good time.
Yeah, and we went to a bar where you could pee. There was like a trough down there with water running, and you could just pee in your chair. I got sick.
Oh.
I got sick as hell in water.
Yeah, that probably would.
I really did.
There may be several
I
reasons
was
that's the
staying at the
lie.
Truman Hotel across the river in El Paso City, the famous Truman Hotel. I had to wire my poor father. I was so sick. You can wire me some money. I can't leave the hotel.
Oh.
And you
for
made it out
days.
alive, and you're
I
here
did.
today.
Was El Paso where you got in the car accident?
No, that was in the middle of nowhere.
Oh. You broke your back?
Broke my back, cracked my stern. Guana, Texas.
Oh, wow.
Texas.
Nowhere. Middle
Now-
of Bible Belt.
You were starting to sing a little bit. Where did your love for singing come from?
I did.
You're a singer.
I am not a singer.
Yeah, I just heard you. You were starting to
You
sing.
sound pretty good, and I saw that video. You sounded very good in that video.
I'm not a singer.
He's not a singer.
Down in the South Texas town of
Throw
El
the bell one out
Paso,
once in a while, no,
I fell in love with a Mexican
girl.
girl. That's
Beautiful.
another El Paso song. Why do you use two hands when you drink?
My thumbs don't work that well. Really, the arthritis. The arthritis is setting in.
Yeah. What else doesn't work so well?
Everything below my waist.
Is it kaput?
Kaput.
What happened there?
I don't know. It comes with age. My friend would go to my doctor. Oh, can I try a little pills?
That'll happen.
You wouldn't try one of the pills?
I did when I was still good, and it was scary as hell. I took a half of one. I couldn't. It was like, why? We had to go somewhere, like a wedding or something. And I just had this freaking heart on. I was trying to leave the house. And
Oh, no.
Yeah, we had a newspaper in front of me. The whole time.
What paper?
The newspaper.
No, which one?
It was
Which?
the Post-Dispatch.
Okay.
Of course.
Back when,
The
back
Sunday
when it was
edition?
bigger than my high school paper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the Tuesday Post-Dispatch, my high school paper was bigger than that.
Makes a good boner blocker. I get it.
Boner blocker.
It was. I had,
How long you know Chris Gardner?
I don't know. What's it been?
It's probably about more than 15 years now.
Wow.
Do you
I knew when
regret
he was
every day of it?
drinking.
What's that?
I knew when he was drinking.
Was he more fun when he was drinking?
No.
No.
Was he a handful?
It could be, yes.
Yeah.
Could have been, yes. Sometimes it was a handful. Remember that time we tried to go to the AA meeting and they kicked us out?
They kicked us out because we were drunk.
No, they didn't.
Shut up.
No, they didn't really. But, because we're not having a meeting now. You got to go.
So then we went to the Basilica
Yeah.
and went to
Across the
church.
Street to the Basilica. Trying to get him to church. Get him into church.
Oh, no.
But then they had wine there too.
Yeah.
So that didn't
you
help
didn't
matters
know, yeah.
much.
So we went and got some sacramental wine.
Did he find the Lord that night, I wonder? That could have been an interesting place for you to change
Obviously
things up.
not.
No.
Now,
Yeah.
what's...
I don't know if you had been. Had you ever been there before?
Yeah,
No, good.
yeah, I've been there.
So, you guys used to drink together. You're a vodka man?
Yeah.
What's your favorite vodka?
That doesn't matter.
You didn't
It
care.
really doesn't matter.
Just vodka? That's fair.
Because you're mixing it.
Yeah, what's the difference? I mean, it's nice to have a nice vodka, I guess, but I never drink the good stuff at work. I don't think it's fair to the others. It's really not, I drink the I'm real. First of all, I don't drink till I get there. I mean,
Yeah.
That's fair.
Now, I'm
they
curious.
know.
Now you mentioned it, the kaputness of a certain area, and we've talked about this before on the show, and you've mentioned it during Dogs on Film when we've played that. Why were you farting out of your penis at one
Great
point
question.
in your life?
It's a great
It was
question.
something tickleitis.
Huh?
My colon got inflamed, and I guess on the outside of the colon, they're like little barbs or something. I don't know. And it popped into my bladder. Wow. So
It worked
that's
its way
why
through.
I became Pierre, because I was peeing air. I was Pierre Dumas.
And you had to have.
And it was funny. I'd take people in the bathroom, buy me a drink and listen to this. I wouldn't let them see anything, but you could just look.
You can hear it.
It's the
Wow.
funniest thing in the world. It was hilarious.
Like a
But that's why I got,
like a stammering
that's why I got
3-year-old.
married. That's why I got married.
That's what lured her in?
Yeah, you
Doctors.
need insurance now, man.
Oh, man.
I swear to God, that's what happened.
Well, I'm happy you made it out past that
Yeah.
flatulence.
It was funny. It was in intensive care for like a week, man.
Well, I'm
It
glad
was-
you're
it was
all right.
serious,
That's
Have you
very
ever worn a football helmet while you've urinated?
Yes, of course.
Is that to be
Of
careful?
course, yes.
No, that was when I had, trying to pass a stone.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I had
no.
a friend who passed one, and he fell back and cracked his head open, so I put on a football helmet. And it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as that guy's.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just a normal safety precaution that any of us
I
can
was
take.
scared. I thought, well, God, make him pass out.
So you got a football helmet. Are you excited for the Battlehawks whenever they infiltrate Missouri Bar and Grill's parking lot?
Caca.
Caca!
Oh, caca.
Caca.
Caca. I'm gonna get killed on Sunday. I gotta go in early and then stay till 3, probably
Oh.
4.
That's a long night.
I mean, I really gotta go in. I hear they're lining up. I mean, it's getting really out of control now.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, it's just gonna be so packed.
Oh, it's going to be
I mean,
a
we
party.
were packed. The first game I walked
Really?
in at 6, like, holy moly.
A lot of
hell's going
Battlehawks
on here?
fans, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That'll
they got their own songs and everything. They're organized.
Yeah.
These
No.
people, I don't know.
Do you know your favorite song offhand?
Of what? The cacas?
Any song. What's your favorite song?
Oh,
You love music.
Well, sure.
You
what
are a
was I
music
listening
man.
to? Yeah, you know what I was humming this morning for some reason?
What's that?
Pretty Man
How's that go?
by Prince.
How's it go?
Pretty Man. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. It's pure funk. It's great.
Sounds
It's
great
kind
taste
of
of
bugs
music.
along. I
But
don't
you
know.
love funk. You
I'm a
love
funk
funk.
freak, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My mother, a New York Jew, had every James Brown record ever made.
Nice.
Imagine that.
I like that.
I
Wow.
know, weird.
I'm,
Two of
I'm,
the first Head Start teachers of all time, too. How about
oh,
that?
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right.
Well, this man,
Give him
walking
proper
Wikipedia.
things. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Seen a lot.
Now, Sean, we play a game here. I
Well,
think you're very familiar.
well,
with
Hold on, real
wait
it. Oh,
a
we got
minute.
more? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to
Now
play
I
a
gotta
song.
get that car back.
I know.
I gotta go back to bed. I didn't sleep one wink last night.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's right. You've been up all night, huh? And one other thing too before we get to this. As we were,
I got a new job tonight. I'm nervous. That's why.
Oh, I see.
What are you doing?
Gotcha.
I'm working at the West End Grill and Pub.
There you go.
And
Be a good time.
I've never worked there, so but still,
you know
all
everyone
new
there.
people.
You'll be
They're all old and picky, and they're
Yeah. Oh,
Very true.
So I've got to put on my airs, I guess,
Um,
and stuff.
we wanted to play a song with our group Modest Mouth. To see if you like
It's
the
the
song
in-house
or not.
band.
Oh.
Just like Letterman with Paul Schaefer. And,
Travis and I. You've seen my T-shirt, remember my Modest Mouth T-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and just let us know if you like this song, if you get into it. Imagine it being played on a jukebox at a bar, okay? And then give us your reaction to it from that. All right, Travis, if you want to kick in to just.
I'm into it. But, did you also know, it's catchy.
Okay.
Did you also know that Chris plays the trumpet?
Does he now?
We used to.
Yes, he studied under the great Arturo who?
Arturo Sandoval. I had to listen with him.
Did you know that?
I did not know
He's got
that.
quite the talent.
Oh,
I went to see
my.
Arturo
He never bothered letting us
Sandoval
know.
once.
That's pretty
Where
impressive.
was that? At the Patchen or
That was at the Sheldon.
Oh, the Sheldon.
Oh,
That's
my.
right.
Remember you
He
cried.
studied under this guy did the triple. What do you call that?
Triple tonguing.
Triple tongue.
Damn.
You
You got to put that in your Tinder profile. Triple tonguing.
Yeah, triple tonguing.
Arturo moved you to tears at that concert.
Probably.
Yeah. You cry a lot.
I do. I cry to drop a
That's all right.
I'm the same way, Sean.
I'm not kidding.
I like to share my emotions.
You're an emotional guy. I respect it.
Yeah.
Either that or just an emotional wreck. More like
Is that the Irish in you?
probably. Yeah, melancholy. Yeah.
Yeah. What else have they given you? They've given you a disease?
Yeah, I got the disease, all right. I blame my father's side for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking right, I do. Excuse me.
What's your favorite state to go visit?
State?
Yeah. You been to Colorado?
Yeah, I've been all over the place, man.
What's
Been
the powder
everywhere.
like?
I've been everywhere, man.
What's the powder like in Colorado?
Not as good as the powder was in Chicago back in the 70s.
Hey-oh!
Is that the best cocaine you've ever had?
Yeah.
What made it so good?
It wouldn't cut the shit.
Right.
It
Yeah.
cut the shreds.
Right.
I've never had any good coke in St. Louis. Never. That's why I got
Sorry to
smoke.
hear that.
Chris?
That's why you got
Now you can tell people that when people ask you why you're always twitching with your nose, like, Coke's here's not that good. That's why.
Wouldn't that be why?
You gotta
Is
smoke it
Molly
better. You gotta smoke it.
is Molly and ecstasy the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Isn't it?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I've done a lot of ecstasy. I don't know if I called it Molly or not. It was just ecstasy.
It was there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I went home with Molly at the end of the night.
Never.
He said no.
No Molly.
I know some Mollies, but I never went
Never
home
went
with
home with her.
Well, it's kaput.
Yeah, I have cousins named Molly, but I've never been.
Oh, Irish people named Molly. Shocker.
Yeah.
You got a Megan too in that family?
Yeah.
You ever tried? What about blotter?
Blotter, yeah. I've done everything.
What's blotter?
That's blotter.
Blotter, acid, Mr. Natural is my favorite.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
we're learning something today.
You ever talk to anybody, take mushrooms and learn anything about yourself?
No, but I've done a lot of mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah?
I got more peyote in Chicago than I went to school, and I went out with a true Pueblo Indian in New Mexico. But the Pueblos were not known for taking peyote, but the Apaches, kind of from the south of New Mexico, they were known to But I always got better peyote in Chicago than I ever did in New Mexico. So
Well, Chicago brings it.
I feel like there should be a Yelp review for that.
Yeah. What book are you reading right now?
I just finished one.
What is it?
It's done. It was called The Fox. I don't know. It's the guy who did the Odessa Files, and I read it all last night. It's like, fuck, I couldn't sleep.
Damn.
You read it all?
I read a lot, man. I can't
Well, I
stop.
appreciate it. Appreciate you coming in.
All right, good. Can I go?
We got to play Dogs on Film.
We have a little segment. You are the star of, my friend. It's called Dogs on Film, but we ran out of dog film, so it's technically on film. Nevertheless, we have a fun open. Check out this video. It's time for Dogs on Film. I do. That is. That's our open. We play a game, and the man of the moment, the man of the hour, Sean, is usually the one reading this, recorded. But today we're going to have you do it live, if that's okay with you, Sean. Gardner, you want to quickly explain the game?
Yeah, and before I do that, too, I wanted to mention, as Sean and I were going down in the elevator to have a cigarette before the segment, he was commenting on the weather, saying, oh, man, that wind is swirling. And he goes, the hawk is out today.
There it is.
And I was
there
like,
it is.
I go, what the fuck did you just say?
There it is.
Those in the know, know.
Thank you, Sean.
welcome,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yeah, thank you for
It's been
that.
settled finally after all these years. It's
We all know
officially
what the hawk
settled.
is, and it's not cacaw.
Yeah.
Cacaw.
So we have it. So yeah. See, it works.
It's more like
Man.
this thing.
I was getting nervous. I thought it was just an old black man thing. But
No,
Sean to the rescue. Yes.
Yeah. It's whatever Chicago thing is.
Yeah.
It is a Chicago thing, but yeah, the hawk is real.
All right, our final Dogs on Film, or on film,
Aw.
as we call it.
It's been fun, Chris.
So here's how we play the game. We have 6 total movies, 3 pairs of movies. This is in the regular portion of the game. And we pit one movie against another. You guys have to guess which one of these movies has a better score according to the venerable website, Rotten Tomatoes. You can max out at 3 points. If we have a tie after the regular portion of the game, we have a 7th movie where you have to guess closest to the actual score. So we see who has the most points at the end, and they are declared the winner of Dogs on Film or on film. Now, throughout, I'll let you know if I want to tell you you're right or wrong to one of you in particular or both of you. If you're right,
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
you'll hear that. If you're wrong, you'll hear that. And now, as Travis said, normally we have Sean providing a brief description of each movie to help you out in case you haven't seen it. It's a recorded thing, but today it is going to be done live. And we're going to revisit some movies that we have done in the past, but I've mixed it up some as to who they're going against, and there's some that we haven't done in a while. So, Sean, if you would, with the first movie, please read the description to Chris and Travis. Now make sure you get into the mic. Get into the mic. And you have your script in front of you. There you go. Oh, that's how it all starts off, too.
All right.
So perfect.
And the first movie is John Wick, 2014. Mystery crime, 1 hour, 41 minutes. Legendary assassin John Wick, Keanu Reeves, retired from his violent career after marrying the love of his life. Her sudden death leaves John in deep mourning when sadistic mobster Losef Tarasov, Alfie Allen, and his thugs steal John's prized car and kill the puppy that was the last gift from his wife. John unleashes the remorseless killing machine within and seeks vengeance. Meanwhile, Losef's father, Michael Nyqvist, John's former colleague, puts a huge bounty on John's head. John Wick.
All right.
I've seen bits and pieces of that. It just seems like just one shootout, the whole movie.
That's what I like.
Yeah, it was
Kind of
just
wild one.
a lot of bang, 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 bang. I mean,
You like
the whole
movies like that?
movie, Not really.
Yeah.
No.
I like
That's
little
fair.
substance, storyline and stuff. Or bang, 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 bang. Wait a minute. Bang, 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 bang. Where's the puppy? Bang, 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 bang,
Where's
bang,
the
bang.
puppy? Just literally broke down John Wick.
Whole thing.
That's the entire movie right
Fucking
there.
stole my car. Fucking bang,
Bang, bang, bang. Where's the puppy?
Stole my fucking car. Bang, bang, bang.
We could start a movie review podcast
We
with
should.
Sean and also a Below Deck podcast as well.
Below deck now it's sailing.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
You like it so far?
I haven't seen it. I work on Monday nights, unfortunately. And next we have Homeward Bound, The Incredible
Oh,
Journey.
this is an interesting matchup.
1993, drama adventure, 1 hour, 25 minutes. Before the Seavers leave for a family vacation to San Francisco, they drop off their pets. Chance, Michael J. Fox. I'm sorry. An adventurous American bulldog, Shadow, Don Amici. A wise golden retriever, and Sassy, Sally Field, a cautious cat. Oh, and Sassy, Sally Field, a cautious cat. At a friend's ranch. That's nice of them. But when the animals start to worry that they've been left for good, the three embark together on a treacherous and thrilling journey to find their way back home through the California wilderness. Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey.
All right, so we have Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey versus John Wick. Both are dog movies, in a way.
They are. Very true. I am going to go with John Wick. 'Cause I
John
like
Wick.
the bang, 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 bang. Where's my puppy? That's my favorite part of the movie so far.
My dog's dead.
Kill my dog.
Kill my butt.
Great description by Sean in studio, so kudos to you, sir. This is going to be Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound for Chris. Chris, you are
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Homeward Bound,
It's horse crap.
The Incredible Journey in 87,
What?
John Wick in 86.
You
really
son of
close.
a. Well done, Gardner. That was a good one.
All right, so Chris leads 1-0.
I
as-
see how this works.
Uh huh.
Oh, you,
Oh,
you got
I
that?
thought the people were voting.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Chris is up 1-0 as we head into our second pairing of movies.
All right. And next we have Dave, 1993. Comedy, drama, romance, 1 hour, 50 minutes. Shifty White House Chief of Staff Bob Alexander, Frank Langella, hatches a scheme to use a double for the president, Kevin Kline, at a public photo opportunity. Small business owner Dave Kovic, Kline, fits the bill. But after the president suffers a debilitating stroke, opportunist Alexander arranged for Dave to step in full time without even informing the First Lady, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver. Sorry, I just can't do that. It doesn't take long before the press, the nation, and the president's wife realize something is different. Dave.
All right,
Yes,
you like that one?
I did like that. It was kind of cute. Sigourney.
Why can't you say Sigourney Weaver?
I just did.
Yeah, Gardner.
Yeah, Gardner, get off his back.
Yeah, but I've always said Sigourney. I don't know why.
Is he always this mouthy at Rosie's?
Me?
No, he usually sits back there fucking. Yeah, nobody pays any attention to him. He's back in the corner. All right, next up we have Donnie Brasco. 1997. Drama, crime, 2 hours, 27 minutes. Joseph Pistone, Johnny Depp, is an FBI agent who has infiltrated one of the major New York mafia families and is living under the name Donnie Brasco. He develops a relationship with mob hitman Benjamin Lefty Ruggiero, Al Pacino, in order to get deeper undercover, but ends up developing a real friendship with the mafioso. And their relationship develops, Pistone must decide whether or not to complete his job, knowing that it will lead to the murder of his new friend, Donnie Brasco.
You said Al Pacino's name correctly.
How was I supposed to?
Chipino.
You said Chipino.
Oh, you know what I watched the other night?
What's that?
Straight Up Guys or something. You ever seen that
Or
movie?
something.
No.
It's what's his name? You need more cowbell.
Will
Christopher
Ferrell?
Walken.
Christopher Walken and Al Pacino, and
Give us.
played Dick Van Dyke's boss.
Oh, is it Ed Asner?
Yeah.
No. Dick Van Dyke, old comedian.
Bob Newhart.
You guys ain't old enough. Never mind.
Don
That was a
Rickles.
great fucking weird movie.
Don Rickles. You like that Don Rickles?
Yeah, I can get Don Rickles on people. If they get on my nerves enough. Oh, you've never seen my Don Rickles.
Oh, nice.
Do your Marlon Brando impersonation live.
Let's hear it.
Oh, come on.
Come
Really?
on, I bet
come
you're
on.
good.
It's kind of good. Ready?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Bananas.
No. Don't you have a? Do you have an Elvis Presley one too?
No.
Christopher
I thought you had
Walken?
an Elvis Presley.
No, I don't. I wish I did.
Do you have a walk? You have a walking, Chris, don't you?
Not really.
Come on, let me see the walking. Come on for
I don't think
me.
I have one.
Come on, you're the ultimate impersonator.
No, I'm not.
It's hard. Uh-huh.
I could do Kevin Pollak doing Christopher Walken at Trader Joe's.
Okay, that works.
Bananas.
He'd be more like, hey, bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think about it. You got to let it.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Why am I
Bananas?
picking bananas?
Yeah, I don't know. He's fun. I love Christopher Walken. That's all I gotta say.
How would Wahlberg do it?
Do what?
They would say bananas.
There's a shipment. It's coming in. It's coming in Friday. I haven't done it in so long.
It's been a while, but I'm so happy you did it. Yeah.
You gotta think there's bananas coming in on the shipment. I don't know.
Sean likes it.
I gotta get it. The boat's under siege. Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Sean, now
Bananas. That's nice. Yeah, Kevin the Lion.
Sean,
That was good.
you struggle with Sigourney Weaver. You nailed Al Pacino, Chipino this
I
time.
don't usually say Pacino.
You said Chipino one time.
No.
Can you say this gentleman's name
Who?
on the screen?
No. No, Lagazino.
Say it. What's his name?
Lagazino.
That's close.
Okay.
I don't know. What is his last name?
Leguizamo?
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Well, no, I
Alright.
can't do that.
I stomped a guy out that looked just like him.
I know another guy. All right. Next we have Man on Fire.
Hold on. We got to do the guessing first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to guess which one has a better score, Dave or Donnie Brasco?
I'm going Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco for Travis.
I remember watching Donnie Brasco when I was like 13 and deciding that me and my friend would start saying forget about it at school. I'm going to go with Dave just because Donnie Brasco is like a bait movie, I think, and you're trying to trick us.
Chris?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
Dave, 95. Wow. Donnie Brasco, 88.
I remember Donnie Brasco being really good. I'm glad it was rated high.
Wait, Dave is what?
95.
Dave is
Have you seen Dave?
Dave is good, but it's not 95 good.
No,
Why are
have
you
I
yelling
seen
at me?
have I
I'm
seen
yelling at
Dave?
you because you must have something to do
I
with
have a
it.
different thing right here. Mine says 91 like Donnie Brasco and 82 like Dave.
No.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's,
Uh-oh, we got
read
oh
it,
boy,
read.
oh yeah. There may have been, this may have been rigged the entire time.
Read
It's
it,
not.
read.
Sean's looking at the wrong one.
Oh,
He's looking at Metacritic.
That's
Not
hilarious.
Rotten
it's right here.
Tomatoes.
Rotten
Oh.
Tomatoes. Oh, 76.
Yeah, you're looking at the Metacritic one.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because he's got a
Get
little
having
listing on there.
Metacritic
And when
on
it
there.
prints off, it kind of gets all blended together. And I
That's a tough gig.
knew as he was saying it what he was doing.
May I?
Oh, you may.
See, thank you.
Okay, so our final pairing.
Final parrot. Man on Fire. 2004 drama crime, 2 hours 27 minutes. In a Mexico City racked by a recent wave of kidnappings, ex-CIA operative John Creasy, Denzel Washington, reluctantly accepts a job as a bodyguard for 9-year-old Lupita Dakota Fanning, the daughter of a wealthy businessman Samuel Ramos, Mark Anthony. All right. Just as Creasy begins to develop a fondness for the young girl, a bloodthirsty gunman, Jesus Ochoa, kidnaps her. Now, Creasy must pick off a succession of corrupt cops and criminals to reach his ultimate object of vengeance. Man on Fire.
All right.
Yes.
Man on Fire is your first one. And the second one.
2004, thriller action, 2 hours, 11 minutes. Historian and codebreaker Ben Gates, Nicolas Cage, is searching for his whole life
Give him some
for a
respect.
rumored treasure dating back to the creation of the United States. Joining an expedition led by fellow treasure hunter Ian Howe, Sean Bean Gates finds an ice-locked colonial ship in the Arctic Circle
Yeah, it's
that
Charlotte.
contains a clue linking the treasure to the Declaration of Independence. But when Howe betrays him, Gates has to race to get the document ahead of his so-called colleague, National Treasure.
He stole the Declaration of Independence. That's one of Nick Cage's better films. Wouldn't you agree, Sean?
Nick Cage sucks.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Nicolas Cage sucks.
Ooh!
He had one good movie, and that was it.
Natural Treasure?
No.
National Treasure Book of
No,
Secrets.
I mean, he was playing himself in Arizona Rising, and that was it. That was
Raising
it. He was a
Arizona?
one-trick pony. He sucks.
He did the face-off thing. Face off.
Oh, that was the fucking greatest worst movie ever made. That was top 2 worst movies ever made.
Ah, yeah!
That movie sucked.
Oh, wow,
Oh,
he's
it's
going
so
after your
bad.
hero.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that movie was so bad.
You're fucking stupid.
That movie was the worst movie ever made. I mean, really. I mean, that was even worse than the King Kong with Jessica Lange and Jeff Bridges.
Oh, that was.
my
Ooh,
God, that was a
What's
fucking-
Tom Hanks' worst movie? We were trying to think of this the other day.
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
I thought it might have been Joe versus the Volcano. Travis brought up Money Pit.
Money Pit was bad.
That was pretty bad, too.
Like even as a kid, I knew this isn't a good movie. Like it's weird when as a kid, because as a kid everything's entertaining in some way,
But it
shape,
had
or
Shelley
form.
Long in it.
Right, it did, and that's what I thought. I actually was there for Shelley Long because I was a big fan of Cheers,
Well-
and so I knew of Tom Hanks, but I was like, oh, I know of Shelley Long. She's in Cheers, so I expected it to be a more entertaining film than it turned out to be. And as a kid, it's nothing worse than figuring out a movie's bad. You're just like you feel disappointed by adults. Like, you let me down.
You know how old I am? I remember when Shelley Long was the spokesman for a furniture company up in Chicago.
Jesus.
Yeah. She was just like, hi, this is blah, 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 furniture company. Come on down. And she became famous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
What's her furniture
I
company?
have
You
no
remember?
fucking
She wasn't very good, was
like
she?
Empire, 588 2300. Empire, but it was one of those.
Call
Okay, we're ready?
J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash
Yeah,
now.
something
You
like
like
Yeah,
that
it was
one?
catchy, but I can't remember who.
Have you seen that Tom Selleck reverse mortgage commercial?
Yeah, I have.
Does that bother you at all?
Hey, Magnum, what happened?
Yeah.
Already?
So we need to.
What time is it, man? You got a phone right in front
You're
of you.
fine. You're fine on time. Calm
Get your
down.
car back.
You'll get your wife's car back.
No, she's got,
She got places to
take
be.
clients out to lunch.
Well, you
That's what
did
she
leave her in
does
an
now.
elevator once, now didn't you?
Yeah, that's fine. I can leave her in an elevator. Yeah, that's not my problem.
You left. Tell us why you left her in an elevator.
There's somewhere to be.
I had to go. I had to leave town.
Not to leave time.
Were you going on a road trip with me?
Oh, were you there too?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I thought
no.
it was me, Don, and Paul.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
It was Paul, Paulie, me, you, and Ron.
Oh, Jesus.
Computer
well, that
on?
must have been, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Computer.
So if you guys want to guess, Chris has already won the game, but if you guys want to guess real quick on this one,
National Treasure versus.
Man on Fire with Denzel.
Now, I think the ultimate FU to the whole game and system is
Yeah, I
a
agree.
black dude losing to National Treasure, but then you want us to think that.
No.
I'm going with.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
I'm going with.
Don't overthink it.
I'm going with the all-timer, National Treasure. Travis.
I am going. This is.
Every week.
I feel like this is a setup, but I'm going National Treasure too.
National Treasure. Gentlemen, you are both
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog.
correct. I was wondering if you thought I was going to give Denzel props during Black History
I
Month.
did, but I
What does
think
that
it was
mean? What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Read the thing.
which
The
one?
top.
The top.
Yeah.
Man on Fire.
Yeah, what does it mean? Underneath, the rotten tomatoes.
Oh yeah. So the right said 93% like the. Oh yeah, I can see how that's confusing. Yeah, I got the 7.7 for
Oh, I
IMDb,
didn't-
39% for Rotten
I see
Tomatoes.
it.
Yeah, it's confusing.
39% for Rotten Tomatoes, as Travis said. 46% for National Treasure, according to Rotten Tomatoes.
Were you upset with that score, by the way? Are you okay? Are you bothered by that score?
I don't think it's accurate.
It's like
That's
Donald
fair.
Trump fucking, polling, 46%. That's a great fucking movie. Yeah, I got 46%.
46%.
Dog, I'm king of the world.
His polls aren't that high.
All right, I know. Well, they are now, actually, for some reason. Fucking, I don't know.
We have people saying you seem cool, Sean. People are fans online. They're commenting.
There are people who are watching who are saying
you're
you're cool.
kidding
You're a
me.
celebrity, man.
Oh.
How do you actually get this?
Well, there's
We haven't-
cameras.
We'll
and the
be honest, we
internet.
haven't figured it out
Al
ourselves.
Get it on
Gore
your
cre-
phone or something?
Al Gore created the internet.
Yeah.
You can listen on your phone, your
I don't have
computer.
the internet. I got a
Gardner, get him the internet.
Well, you're here live.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
They can watch it.
Oh, there, Sean.
I can stare at this thing all day and nothing will happen.
That flip phone?
That's my mother-in-law. I took that
Aw,
picture myself.
that's a
She's
nice phone,
95
too.
years old,
Now,
man.
okay, now, normally people, when they have a phone book. So, like, they have all their
Oh, come on
contacts
now,
in
I
there.
gotta go.
No, you got plenty of time. We got 15 minutes still.
Yes, I have a phone book. I have several. In my
Okay,
pocket.
show
You know
me the contacts you have for your phone.
what? In here?
Yeah.
I don't know how. There is no.
Okay. Where do you
know
keep
how-
your contacts?
I keep it in my wallet.
What do you mean?
Like you have people that you need to call?
This is embarrassing. I'm sorry.
No, you're no embarrassing.
Yes, it is. Here's book
What
num-
is that wallet?
Here's book number 1.
Where does that wallet come
Yeah,
from,
I'm sorry, I
Sean?
love Phyllis. Yeah, where's that wallet come from? Come from out of my pocket, man.
That's a good point. Did you? Is that Hello Kitty?
I've got 2 more of these.
That's your phone book?
My phone books.
Oh, Sean.
What?
That's
You
fascinating.
can put that in your phone.
Yeah,
Have you, like,
once
you-
a year I update it.
Okay.
So I can read it before it falls
I'm
apart.
impressed. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
And your wallet's impressive.
Hold that up to the camera.
What?
Your phone book.
Show people what it is.
All handwritten. Now, is that a Hello Kitty wallet there, Sean?
Yeah, the Hello Kitty.
Can I show the people your wallet if you don't mind?
Custom
You want
with.
Gardner? You want to show me bring the camera to camera 3? I want to show the
Most
people.
exciting thing in my wallet.
Is a check? I don't want to show you a check on
it's
there.
It's a money order for Quest Diagnostics, so I get my kidney tested.
Oh.
How are your feet doing, by the
Yes,
way?
they will, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a credit card. I never have.
That's fascinating. Sean has a beautiful wallet. Look, you made it yourself.
Kind of.
Look how delightful this thing is, Gardner.
That thing's pretty old. It's
Sexy
been
this
around.
wallet is.
What, is it Hello Kitty?
Hello Kitty.
Hello
It's
Kitty,
made from
what
real
you gonna
kitty.
do when you boot up Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty.
Give us the song. Ad-lib something. Sing it.
Sean, like, look, man, I'm trying to get out of here.
Yeah, no shit,
No,
man.
he's got time.
I don't like beats you want.
What about that I Love It song? I love it.
I don't care. I love it. I don't care.
I love it. Yeah, there you go.
Next up, we have the Edge.
I think
No, we're done.
I think we're
We don't
done.
need it. We don't need it.
Clean sweep.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
Final dogs on film.
No.
Goes to Denman.
Those the dead men. He wins dogs on film. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Oh.
Just like it began.
This is your last one, yeah.
This is it.
Congratulations.
Great work
so
by
much.
you, Sean.
Thank
I
you so much for
appreciate
being
it.
a part of this. This has been great. Thank you for taking the time to do this
Yeah.
seriously.
How
We
are-
really do
I'm
appreciate it.
going right to bed.
I don't blame you,
You're
my
not
friend.
leaving yet.
Come on, man. I gotta go right back to bed.
No, that's a sad story, and we want to hear another sad story.
Oh, Gardner.
Tell us about living in the Wayside Motel.
Wayside.
Yeah.
Here in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yeah. For a week, I lived at the Wayside.
Some interesting
My
folks over there?
mom died,
I'm sorry to hear that.
and I got a small inheritance of $10,000. And I cashed a check at the old Columbo's bar because I had a friend whose father was a regular there and co-signed it for me because it was legitimate. So I'm walking around with this 10
What kind of feed they
grand.
hit you with?
And I'm living out of my car because my wife, my ex-wife, we didn't get along. She's fine. She's a lovely girl.
Sure.
At the time I didn't have anywhere else to go, and I was new to the town.
Right.
So I was living at the Wayside over there on Watson Road, in Sunset Hills.
Oh,
So I was afraid to leave my money in the frickin' hotel like a dumbass. So I went across the street to George's and watched a little karaoke that night, and I lost it all.
Oh,
What?
no.
were you betting on karaoke?
No, man.
You just misplaced it.
Just fucking drunk, and somebody found a shitload of money.
And never
I had
returned
a
it?
few bucks, but it turned out everything was fine after that. But I had a few bucks left, not enough to get a hotel room. But I met somebody the next day who put me up, and turned out I ended up in the Center West End and got a job. And he was a good guy who died.
Yeah. Now, if that didn't happen, we might have never met.
We definitely never met. I've been back in Chicago. I don't know how, but I got lucky. But
So I'm glad you lost-
I've never felt worse in my life than my poor mother's money gone down the drain. What a
Sorry to
fucking
hear that.
So I'm glad you
What
lost
an idiot. Thank you for that penny.
$10,000 in cash that
Cash.
night
Cash.
because
Somebody
we
got
never
a
would have
fucking
met
envelope
then.
Full of money.
Tommy says hello, by the way, too.
Tommy who?
Tommy.
Bergman?
No. That's Tommy, intern Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
Yeah.
He's your
He's
friend.
a nice kid.
He's your
I
friend.
like that kid. He's a good kid.
You
He's
and
funny.
Sinbad,
He's a funny kid.
friends with Tommy.
Sinbad?
He met
Tommy
Sinbad.
knows Sinbad? I thought Sinbad was in a mental institution.
He's still, yeah.
I
No.
just saw him on a show and he was in a mental institution.
Oh,
yeah.
you're watching, he must have been watching
I don't
Sunny.
know what it was, but it was
It must be Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
He
was
may have been
just for a
watching Always
second.
Sunny,
Thought
yeah.
he thought it was a
Yeah,
reality
I had to
show.
think about it. He's like,
That's what it
Sinbad in the crazy house? Oh,
I know.
God.
That's exactly
Things
what it
have gone
was.
left
And
for
I'm-
Sinbad.
And now I'm embarrassed because I really don't watch that show.
That's
But I
a
was
good.
just scanning. It was probably 3 in the morning. Like,
That's actually a great episode. though.
Sean assumes every show he watches now is reality.
It's reality.
television.
And you know what, Sean? And I don't blame you. If you look at the news, I would think it's reality TV too.
Do you watch the news?
I watch the news. Yeah.
What's your
Not
favorite
TMZ,
No,
but
the real news is TMZ.
Yeah.
I'm with him on that.
which news channel do you watch?
I watch them all, man. I go back and forth MSNBC and Fox, just so I can, Fox. Just because it's so weird. That's all I gotta say. Whole fucking thing. I mean, I usually find an old movie I can stick on.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't watch that shit all day. Fuck that.
All right.
All right, sorry about saying fuck so many times.
Oh, you
Fuck,
did a
fuck,
great
fuck,
job.
Fuck. I gotta go. Can I go now?
He's got to go to the bathroom.
Caw. Yeah, no shit. I just drank this whole thing.
I don't care.
I glove it. I don't care. I
love it.
Chris,
if it wasn't 9:30 in the morning, I might be excited.
Sean, thank you very much,
You're
sir.
welcome.
Great
Hey,
work.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry I've never seen your podcast.
I've never seen the podcast in which I have a segment on for the last 12 months.
Sorry, I just don't know how to do it. But I'm sure it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to see you go.
I don't think that explains where we're going.
That'll do
I
it.
just don't know how, man. You don't want people like me watching a damn thing.
Well, we love you, Sean. Keep up the great work, sir.
Okay, well, all
Hold
you
it down.
guys, keep, do whatever you got to do and be happy wherever you're going.
Great
Caw.
gentleman. Great gentleman.
Caw.
Caw.
I'm gonna try and be a doorman.
I know.
Sean's
Hey, what are you
enthusiasm.
going to be, a parking attendant?
I wish.
I'll be valet. I'm
Yeah,
fine. That's
valet.
cool.
Have a new
They give
team.
you the red suits over there at that place on Grand.
Oh,
You know, they're fancy.
yes.
Yeah, they give you a red. You look like one of those beef eaters.
Oh no, so I can just
Yeah,
park it.
man.
Gardner, when you get on, I'll just do that, even though they
can't
probably don't even
drive.
provide valet.
He's got driving restrictions
He's gonna
yeah, from his drinking days.
Ah.
Oh, see? Well, you don't know anything about this guy. You know a lot of things.
Wait, don't go anywhere, Sean. I want to show you one video real quick. Remember this?
There he is.
Internet famous.
That's Prince, isn't it? I think that is Prince.
Sean, you are a hell of a dancer.
You are a hell of a dancer.
All right, here it comes. Here it comes.
He just comes from the bathroom and he's naked. I love it.
Keep up the great work, Sean.
Take care, Sean.
We'll see you soon.
It's good luck with you as well. Thank you so much.
I think
All
that's
right,
a
be
show.
good. That's the
Okay.
show. Thanks, everybody. We're back live for the final show with this lineup tomorrow, 8 a.m. See you then.
Peace.
Say bye-bye, Sean.
Bye-bye.